Leo sighed. You think I won't shoot her? I think you won't shoot me, Kade said, and I think you know the difference. The suits shifted. One of them had a scar like a dimple in the wrong place. His finger twitched against his trigger. Kade's shoulders settled. Leo, Mara said quietly, put the gun down. I'll write you into the story as a man who made a wrong turn and turned back. I swear it. Don't, Mara, he said. For a second something flinched in him, then it smoothed. You're a better liar than I thought. Then believe I'm lying, she said, and do the right thing by accident. The man with the wrong dimple laughed. Cute. The ferry tilted again. The river slapped the hull like a warning. Somewhere above, a siren wailed and then failed. The city had turned its face away. Kade moved first. He didn't go for a gun. He went for the table, flipping it at the shooters like a door. A shot cracked. Wood splintered. Leo flinched and fired reflexively. The bulb shattered, and dark poured into the room like water. Down! Kade's hand was on Mara's shoulder, pushing her to the floor. A boot slammed where her head had been a second earlier. She rolled, felt a heel slide against her ribs and kicked at the ankle. A body went sideways with a curse. Another gunshot. Another. The room smelled like cordite and rain and fear coming off men like steam. Mara crawled toward the bag, the ledger, the phone. She got her fingers on the phone just as someone grabbed her hair and yanked. She saw a boot coming for her face. She swung the phone at the boot like a rock. It connected. The phone cracked. The boot lost interest in being a boot and became a man with a howl. She scrambled, hit the wall, and found a cabinet handle. She pulled. It didn't move. She pulled harder. It gave, and a coil of rope landed in her lap like a sleeping snake. Mara! Kade's voice somewhere to her left. Door! She didn't think. She ran. Not out of the cabin, the hallway was a funnel, but up the narrow steps to the deck. The rain hit her like applause. She skidded, caught herself on a stanchion, and turned just as Kade burst through with one of the suits clinging to his back like an ugly coat. Kade shook him off and sent him over the rail. The man hit the river with a splash that sounded very far away. Leo came up slower, gun first. He had lost his careful face. Stop, he panted. It doesn't have to end here. It does, Mara said. Everything ends somewhere. The wrong dimple man reached the deck and took aim at Kade's head. Mara didn't have a gun. She had the rope. She threw it. It wasn't heroism, it was instinct. The rope looped across the man's arm, and when she yanked, it spoiled his shot enough that the bullet only kissed Kade's ear. Kade didn't waste the grace. He closed with the man and put him down with two quick, efficient movements that made Mara look away. Leo, Kade said, breathing hard. You're not this. I am whatever keeps me alive, Leo said. He kept the gun on Mara. Give me the ledger. You'll kill her anyway, Kade said. I might, Leo admitted, but I won't if she gives me the book. Mara felt something in her chest go quiet. Leo, please. He tipped the gun a fraction. Rain walked down his face. For a heartbeat, he looked like the man who had brought her tea when the newsroom ran out of joy. Then he looked like the city again. Ledger, he said. Kade moved. Leo was ready for Kade. He wasn't ready for the deck. The river swelled, the ferry dropped, and Leo's knees went soft for a second. Kade hit him low. The gun went high. It fired once into the rain, then skittered across the deck and landed at Mara's feet. Everyone froze. Mara looked at the gun, then at Kade, who was pinning Leo with one knee. Then at Leo, whose face held a kind of desperate certainty that made her understand something awful. He would never stop. He would call more men. He would find her home. He would make the city swallow her and call it flood control. She kicked the gun overboard. Leo stared at her as if she had betrayed him. Mara, you can't win. I don't have to, she said. I just have to be the last one who gave up. A siren again, closer this time. Not police, harbor patrol, or maybe they had finally remembered whose city this was. The wrong dimple man groaned. The man in the river had stopped being a man and become a problem for the current. Kade hauled Leo to his feet. He didn't hit him, he didn't spit, he just held him and said, You chose like it was a prayer. Go to hell, Leo said. Every night, Kade replied. He let him go. And I bring back souvenirs. They didn't run. They walked off the ferry while the rain finally began to tire and the city decided not to watch anymore. Kade had the bag. Mara had the phone, cracked and blinking like a wounded thing. At the bottom of the gangway, she stopped. If we do this, she said, there's no undoing it. There never was, he said. Come with me, she said, surprising herself. I'm not a man you bring home, he said. I don't have home, she said. I have work and walls, and something I want to see if it can survive daylight.